Hey gang, welcome to episode 6 of the Witch Awakening podcast. I'm your host, Melissa Rippey, a spiritual and awakening coach for witchy women who want to connect to their inner witch and manifest their magical as fuck life. Today, I want to talk about taking the business out of my spiritual business. So, today I did the unthinkable. I deleted followers on my Instagram and Facebook business accounts. I know, right? But you know what? Here's the thing. I realized that I did not feel aligned with a lot of the energy that was surrounding my social media accounts. And today I was really being introspective. We had a local metaphysical store that recently had their Facebook business account, their page, unpublished. Facebook said they violated a community guideline, but that was as much information as they got, and they had no idea beyond that how or why or where they had violated anything. We're talking, this is just a crystal shop, you guys. Like, they're literally just posting like, oh, look at this new stone we got. Oh, we have this workshop coming up. I mean, just like typical business stuff they were posting, right? Now, I can't speak for behind the scenes if they were sharing things in inappropriate places. I don't know that, but knowing the person that owns it, I wouldn't think so. But anyway, that got me to thinking, like, how much power we put on our social media pages. And this is just isn't for business. I mean, this is just in general, right? As a society, well, and as a globe, the power that we give social media right now. So I decided today that I was going to go through and just remove any energy that was attached to any of my pages that didn't feel aligned anymore, that felt not good to me, and just become realigned with myself. So I went through and I deleted so many people. So many people. And in the process, what I figured out I was doing was taking my power back. I was calling my power back. I was taking the power away from my social media also, right? The fact that I felt like I needed to have a certain number, or that I wasn't growing, so I must be doing something wrong, or any of those things that we put that pressure on our social media. I was taking that back. Okay. I got to the point where I was looking at my Instagram bio that I had a business coach help me with. And at the time, it was like, okay, cool, we'll try this and see how it goes. I never really was totally in love with it, but I went along with it because I had paid for some help, and I was like, okay, I mean, shit, maybe they know something I don't, right? So here we go. So I did it, and I didn't even feel aligned with my own friggin' Instagram bio. Like, what the fuck? So last week, I went through and I changed it. I went against all advice of every Instagram person that I've ever heard, and I made it what I wanted it to be, right? I made it mine. I made it representative of me. And I felt good, and I was like, yes, I love this. I'm putting it up. I don't care if it is like optimized for business. I don't care if it's goes against every business like Instagram coach ever suggestions. I don't care. I like it. I'm happy with it. I like what it says. It represents me, and I feel comfortable with it. It's like wearing a comfortable pair of sweats, instead of putting on the dress up clothes that you hate, wearing the pair of heels that pinch your feet, and like, why the fuck am I doing this? Right? Like, why am I wearing this shit that I hate and it's uncomfortable? I feel terrible in it, but it matches what people say I should be wearing, right? No more. No more. I threw all that out and I was like, nah, fuck this. I'm putting it back to the way it was because I want to feel comfortable in my own spaces. Like, what the fuck? It's my space. Why am I letting someone else tell me how to decorate it, right? What the hell? So, another thing I realized was that with all of these, well, I was going through my Instagram followers and realized that 90% of it is other businesses trying to get me to follow them back, right? Follow for follow. Well, I don't do that crap. I never have. I only follow people that I resonate with and that I actually am interested in seeing their shit. Otherwise, I don't want my Instagram feed clogged up with all these people's posts that like, I'm like, who the fuck is this anyway? I don't even remember who this person is, right? So, I keep a close eye on and curate my Facebook and my Instagram to show me things that bring me joy, make me happy. And if it's not, I every so many months I will go through and delete people that I'm following, on all the platforms. I just go through and delete things that are not bringing me joy and that frustrate me in any way or whatever, because I just keep that very tight and very keep the energy vampires out, right? People that are sucking me dry in one way or another. You gotta go. Get out of here. So I highly recommend that you do that on a regular basis and go through and delete a bunch of stuff that just no longer brings you joy. Also with your Facebook, go through your likes, like the pages you like, and curate those every once in a while. Things that are no longer aligned need to go. And then I highly recommend that you stage your phone and your computer in any place that you use social media to remove any negative attachments to any of that stuff. It just keeps it clean, keeps it nice, keeps it trim, keeps it looking nice for you so you can flow in that energy. So it's getting back to me, right? Pulling that energy in because it was going in so many directions. And the energy vampires, the like follow for follow. Oh, I'm a business coach. Come follow me. And it's like, no, I'm good, man. I have like probably like 50 business coaches at least following me. And then a lot of course shops and stuff. I kept the ones that I personally know or have a relationship with. Like the rest of them, gotta go. Get out of here. I'm not gonna follow for follow. I don't do that shit. So bye. Anyway, so calling that energy back. So with all of this, but I had, one thing, I do it with who I follow, right? But I had never done a cleansing of who follows me. And there was a lot that had to go, y'all. There was several hundred there was over 200 on Instagram, probably 200 or 300 on Facebook. And then I did my personal page on Facebook while I was at it because, hadn't done that in a few months. And there was probably at least 30 or so that went off of there. And I keep that pretty tight. So I just keep narrowing that circle. Now, I do own a business, so I'm not saying I'm never going to sell anything again. But what I am saying is I'm still going to show up with offerings and services as they feel aligned, but no more forcing anything or like editing what I post to fit on my Instagram feed so that it like looks pretty, right? Or like, oh, I posted a picture of me. Now I need this to match my, what I have going on my wall or whatever. So no more of that. And I'm not going to edit things so that they fit in my launches anymore. Like I launched my candle magic class again. And so, a business coach or an Instagram coach will tell you that every post you make while you're in your launch needs to be about candles, about fire, about candle magic, right? And so that's what I've been doing, which I do love to talk about. But I don't want to sit and talk about candles for a month while I launch my class. Maybe I do. Maybe I have other shit to say, though, right? In that time that has nothing to do with that. And I'm tired of holding it back because it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel authentic. A lot of my posts come from spirit and I channel them. And if I hold them back, then the energy is gone, right? It's something that like spirit wants out right now. So when I edit those or type them out and save them for later, like by the time I get around to posting them, the energy is gone from them, right? Like whatever it was that Spirit wanted out, it's still relevant and it's still a great message, but like the momentum and the timing isn't right anymore because Spirit had a reason they wanted it to go out, right? And so I've been holding that back and editing those because that's not what the coaches say to do. So again, I'm just going to start posting as they come instead of like trying to make everything fit into a certain box, or if this goes against what Instagram coaches or business coaches are saying, fuck that, right? Like, whatever, man. I want to post what I want to post. Fuck that. Anyway, so today I reclaimed my spaces. Like I said, I removed a shit ton of people, right? And I know that goes against all the business coaches are like clutching their pearls and like, what? Oh my God. What are you doing? Because I removed followers. Yes, my numbers went down, right? Like a lot, by hundreds. But I don't care about vanity metrics. I don't care about numbers. I want aligned communities. I want like-minded tribes, right? Not just numbers for the sake of numbers, because bleh, gross. So I hate the energy behind that. I always have. It's never resonated with me. I've tried to like fit in that box because I'm trying to be a good little business owner, but it's really not my style to do that and to not be authentic to what I feel and what I think and what I want to do. So today I put my crown back on. I decided that I was like, nah, I'm the queen. This is my space. I do what I want. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that is what's happening up in here. I just got lost in the business world too much, and it's time to bring the spiritual back in, right? Bring the service and the joy back for me. The rest will work itself out. I will still charge for my services, of course, because kids got to eat, but I'm going to let it be easy and fun and flowy, right? So if you have a spiritual business, maybe do a quick check and see how you're feeling about your social media. I had put a lot, bitch, of pressure on them to perform in a certain way. And then I would be devastated if they didn't. So, I would feel like I was failing in some way if I didn't get enough engagement or I wasn't gaining followers or whatever, right? Like, what the fuck? Why do we put so much fucking pressure on ourselves to like fit into boxes? It's crazy. So I'm taking a step back from that energy and just letting things flow. Okay. So that's what I wanted to share today. I've been dealing with it all day. I've been talking with my bestie about it all day, and it's been on my heart to share it. So I thought I would sit down really quick while it was fresh in my brain and put it down for you guys so that you could let me know what you think. So that's all I got. Thanks for joining me today. Connect with me over on Facebook in the Witch Awakening private Facebook group and tell me, have you ever had an experience like this with your social media where you want the numbers to be higher or a certain number, or you feel like a failure, or you have pressure on it, or you feel lost in it for some reason, or like you're just not authentic on there anymore because you're trying to follow certain rules? So go over to the Facebook group, and if you're not in there, the link will be in the show notes. Request and I'll let you in there, and then make a post and let me know that you came from the podcast, and then podcast episode 6 so that we know which one you're on, and then let me know your experience with that with social media, because I would love to hear that. So please share with that. Let's see, what do I have going this week? So like I mentioned, I do have my Candle Magic Masterclass up right now. For anyone new to candles and wanting to get started, this class walks you through your first candle spell in detail and sets you up to be able to work with the power of fire in a safe, educated way. The link for that will also be in the show notes. This is a self-study course, so there's no deadlines or timelines you have to meet, and it's under $100, you guys. So it's super affordable. You can go in and get that and work with that take as much time as you need with it to walk yourself through and do your first candle spell. So that is there. If you are interested, please don't hesitate. If you have questions, to find me over on Instagram. It's Melissa_Rippey over there, and you can pop into my DMs and let me know you have a question. So thanks for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Be sure to subscribe so you can get notified when new podcasts are uploaded, and leave a review over on iTunes. That lets them know that you love it and gives it a boost so others can find us. All right, y'all, stay magical, and I will talk to you soon.